Play.
Blindness is not
Media
the
player
end of the journey, but the beginning of a new life.
A blind lady walking with a white cane.
Access Tech Innovation has established the first assistive technology experience center in Nigeria at number 18 Modupe Johnson Crescent, Surulere, Lagos State.
Blind trainees working on laptop, hand using stylus on the slate.
With support from Microsoft AI for Accessibility projects, the center provides individual and group digital skills training for blind persons.
Blind person learning to use Braille note taker. A blind male using an iPhone with voiceover.
At the center, visually impaired persons get professional support in trying out various assistive technologies to know the best ones for their work, education, and recreation. The Experience Center offers after-sales services in maintenance and repairs of assistive products for the blind. I am Okpeoluwa Akeola, a blind certified professional in accessibility core competencies and co-founder of Access Tech Innovation. Are you a blind person or someone willing to empower the blind? Visit us today to check out our range of products and services.
Contact us on Instagram at accesstech_innovation, LinkedIn at accesstech innovation HQ, www.accesstechinnovation.com.
Play.
Hello, members.
Okay, hello.
Yes, madam.
Okay, so exciting to be here again today. So welcome to the Foundational Excel program. And we are excited because we are rounding up very soon. And at least we have about 50 persons who have been very, very consistent and have made it to the end of this program. So congratulations again. And just a few housekeeping before we go ahead, before Lekon comes up with the course for today. Your certificate has already been prepared, and we are using your name as indicated on the form. But if you have a particular way you like your certificate, the names on your certificate to be arranged, or you want a particular name on your certificate, kindly send us an email to info@accesstechinnovation.com so that we can take note of that and prepare your certificate accordingly. But if you don't do that, we'll have to use, once we've verified that we've completed the course requirements, we'll be using the name that you use to apply for the course. But if you want anything different, or you want to be sure that we got your name as you want it, kindly send an email. Just say my name, the name for my certificate as subject at info@accesstechinnovation.com. I hope that is clear. And if it's not clear, you are free to ask questions, and let's continue to engage on the WhatsApp platform. So I'll be leaving now for Lekon to continue with the course for today. Olalekon, are you ready?
Okay, ma. I'm ready, ma.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much, ma. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You are welcome to. Yes, you are welcome to another edition of our training program. So before we dive into the training proper, I don't know if anybody has any question regarding the last class or any of the previous classes, any of the previous topics we've taken. So silence means we are all fine, we are all perfect, and we are good to go, which is okay. Okay, so today we have 3 topics to look at. We look at chart creation and reading, quick analysis, and printing in Excel. So those topics are very, very essential. They are very, 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 very critical. So let's dive into it.
Document.
Yeah.
Foundational core.
Coming.
WhatsApp column. Module 6 sample file. Module.
Okay.
Names A1.
So to start with, we are looking at how to create and read charts with Excel. Many blind people will be wondering, well, chart is something that is visual. Yes, it's completely visual. It's a visual way of presenting data, a more effective way of presenting your data, and a more effective way of passing your message. When you want to convert your data, your numbers into visuals, into understandable formats, you put it in charts. If you like, have 1,000,000 figures in your spreadsheet with just a simple chart, simple chart that will just occupy probably 10 row, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. It will break down your number, that your 1,000,000 rows, 2,000,000 rows into easily understandable message or format. So that's what we'll look at today. Yes, it's completely visual, but the screen reader has made it possible that, okay, you cannot see the visuals, but you can understand the figures that make up the visuals. So how to access the numbers is what we'll deal with, how to create our own charts, and then how to also access it. Now, I have module 6 sample file here.
Names A1.
So I have names.
Amount B1.
Names and amount column, just simple numbers, simple data, but that doesn't mean that if you have a spreadsheet that have millions of numbers of rows and columns, it doesn't mean that you can still not use it to convert it to charts. It doesn't mean so you can still do that. But just for practice sake, I have just simple. Now you are giving, I think 4 people. So you are giving their what they share, the names of 4 people, the amount they got.
Names A1.
That is names.
Emmanuel A2, Esther A3, Michael A4, Elizabeth A5, A6, Elizabeth A5.
So now these people, the money they share too is also there.
Emmanuel A2, names 500 B2.
So 500.
650 B3, Esther A3.
That is Esther got 650.
650 B3. Michael A4.
Michael got
400 B4.
400.
Elizabeth A5.
Elizabeth got
740 B5.
740.
740 A6.
So now the question is, so here is the table, here is the data. So if they now ask you, what is the percentage of Esther? What percentage did Esther get? Then you'll be looking. Okay. You start, start looking at ways that you can break down the number. Oh, what are they even saying? But in order to solve that problem, if you put this information in visual, in a chart, in a simple chart, anybody that is looking at it will just understand that, oh, okay, this is the person that got the highest, this is the person that got the smallest. Okay, this is the percentage of Esther, this is the percentage of whatever name you are looking for. So you don't need to do any further calculation. You don't need to break your head just because you want to get a simple percentage. So you can see the just simple importance, importance of that chart. So what if you are also carrying out a research and you want to present your data in, you want to show two variables, how two variables relate, the relationship between two variables, So you've gone to the field, you have your data, your responses. So how do you come up with a chart to show the relationship between the two variables? So that's part of the essence of creating a chart and reading. So now to create the chart is one of the easiest thing to do in Excel. It's easy. So just select your data and then navigate to where you have different kinds of charts. Navigate to where you have different kinds of. So there are many kinds of charts that you can create out there. You have pie charts, which is more or less like the most popular charts. You have pie charts, you have cluster, you have column, you have bar charts, scattered chart, and so many like that. So pie charts is a pie, is a circle. When you have a circle and the circle is divided into different parts. Now that part might be of different sizes. So imagine you have three people that share something. So that thing they share is more like is put in a circle format. That okay, this is a pie, national cake. Now, what portion of this national cake goes to, Omotola? What portion of this circle goes to Elizabeth? What portion goes to Michael? And so on like that. So different part of a pie are represented in different colors. So I said three people share something, and what they share is like a circle. Now, each portion, is in a part is in each portion is in a different color, is in different colors. So you can have the one for Omotola in red, the one for Michael in blue, the one for Elizabeth in green. So now that is one way to know the different parts. Another part is also the size. So the one that has the smallest will occupy the smallest part of the circle, and also comes in a particular color. Then the one with the highest occupies the highest, the big. Please mute yourself. .com. So the one with the biggest share occupies the biggest part of the circle, and so on like that. So take note that the parts are in relation to the portions, the size they occupy, and also they also have different colors to represent them. So now that is pie. It's easy. If you want to, you have responses of men and women, people in employment, unemployment, private employment, and you want to know their representation, their portion, their proportion, then you can quickly use a pie chart. Very easy, very simple to understand. So how do you do that? So to create a pie chart or any chart at all, all chart follow the creation of any chart or all charts follow the same process. Your own is just to know the chart you want to create. That's all. So
names A1.
So now to create a chart, select the charts, select the data range. You can use any method that is in your arsenal, any method that you know. So I will select, so this data start from A1 and ends in B5. So I'll just select A1 to B5.
A1 names through B1. A1 names through B2 5. Names A1.
Okay, let me start again.
A1 names through B1. A1 names through B5 740. Selected row 1 through 5 column 1. Quick analysis available.
So I've selected my data. I will press the Alt key to go to the ribbon menu. And okay, let me press the hotkey to go to the ribbon menu.
Ribbon tabs tab control expanded. Home tab selected Alt, H2 of 11.
Then I will right arrow once to insert tab.
Insert tab selected Alt, N3 of 11.
While on insert tab, I will tap to pie charts. I will tap to pie charts. That is the chart I'm looking for. If you are looking for other types of charts, just keep tabbing until you get to the chart you need. So I will keep tabbing until I hear pie chart, pie or donut chart.
Comments toggle, share collapse, insert grouping, tables, recommended pivot, table button create, illustrations, charts grouping 3 of 10. Insert column or bar chart collapse, insert line or area, insert column, recommended charts, insert column, insert line or area, insert pie or donut chart collapsed. Use this chart type to show proportions of a whole. Use it when the total of your numbers is 100%. Click the arrow to see the different types of pie and donut.
So yeah, to show the different proportions of a whole. So I will hit the enter key.
2-D pie grouping 1 of 4.
So you have different variants of the pie chart, 2D, 3D.
3-donut grouping 3 of 2-D.
I will click on the 2D, which is the one I'm looking for, 2D pie, and hit the enter key.
Module 6 sample file.xlsx-excel. Sheet 2 table. Chart title colon, amount, type colon, bar of pie chart. Add element available. Styles available. Data layout available.
So now when you hit the enter key on the variant, whether it's 2D or 3D, this is the with NVDA, this is the notification you get. It takes you straight into the charts. That means your chart has been created. Your chart has been created. So if you are using NVDA, you can press the right arrow key to see the different categories that are in the charts, the different categories that make up the pie. So I will right arrow.
Amount series 1 of 1. Add element available. Category Emmanuel colon, value 500.0 item 1 of 5. Add element available. Category Esther colon, value 650.0 item 2 of 5. Add element available. Styles available. Data.
Let me escape so that you can, normally you should announce the percentage, not just the number.
A1 names through B57, okay. Names A1.
So I'm back to my, the chart has been created. You cannot see it is on the spreadsheet.
Amount B, C1, D1, E1, E2, D2.
You cannot see it.
Names A1.
Now, let me see. I'm kind of thinking which, okay. So now I'm back to my worksheet. So to access, let me start with NVDA. To access your chart, to read the charts, to access it, bring up the element list with insert F7 or caps lock plus F7. So I'll press insert F7.
Elements list dialog. Tree view. Level 0 amount F3-M18 1 of 1.
So now, element list is more like if you have an object on in your spreadsheet, you know, charts or and other type of object that you can have on your spreadsheet. So insert F7 will help you extract those elements and display it on the screen. So you can now choose which particular chart, which particular element you need. You hit the enter key. So because I only have one element, one object, which is the chart I just created. So that's what it said now. So it mentioned the name of the chart, which is amount. If you have more than one, you can scroll down to it. So I will just hit the enter key on this one. I will hit the enter key. Then it takes me straight into the chart.
Add element available. Chart title colon, amount, type colon, bar of pie chart. Styles available. Data layout available.
Then I will right arrow again. Let's see if it will display the percentage.
Amount series 1 of 1. Add element. Category Emmanuel colon, value 500.0 item 1 of 5. Add element available. Add element available. Category Esther : value 650.0 item 2 of 5. Add category Michael : value 400.0 item 3 of 5. Add element. Category Elizabeth : value 740.0 item 4 of 5. Add element available. Name.
Let me see, like, let me refresh my NVDA.
Names A1.
Because I want us to get the percentage, because that is to a blind person and to everybody, that percentage actually matters. You want to, yes, when it comes to visuals, you can see the shape, you can see the color and the size, but as a blind person, not just the figures, you should also understand the percentage of the parts in relation to the whole. Let me just refresh my NVDA and see. It's. I tried it a few minutes ago. It worked. It's I don't know. Sometimes just to behave like that, you know. One time you try it, it gives you the full details, and the other time you try it, it just gives you the numbers alone. So let me see. I'm trying to refresh my NVDA.
Start window. Search N. Level 1 N.
Okay, let me try it again.
Module 6 sample file.x. Modules Emmanuel A2. Names A1.
Okay, so let me start it again with insert F7.
Elements list dialog. Tree view. Level 0 amount F3-M18.
Okay, enter.
Add element available. Style, amount series. Category Emmanuel : value 500.0 item 1 of 5.
Okay.
Add element available. Add element available.
Same thing.
Category Esther : value 650.0 item 2 of 5.
We'll use just to try it.
Category Michael.
But you too can try it. I'm sure it will work from your end. You know, sometimes it works.
Category names A1.
So, we just let me. I just hope you will be able to hear the sound of my JAWS. Let me put on my JAWS to. So let me put out my NVDA.
Exit NVD.
Okay. Okay. Now come, just give me a few.
Please wait. JAWS. Module 6 sample file.xlsx-excel sheet 2. Emmanuel A2. FSCast 246. A visit with DR.
Yeah.
Listen now, but take me to FSCast. Remind me list space. Please wait. Names A1. Emmanuel A. Names A. Slower. Slower. Emmanuel A2. Names A1.
So now with the same thing with JAWS, you cannot see the JAWS or your screen reader will not tell you when you get to where the chart is. You know, it won't detect it. So the only way to detect it is to extract the object with Ctrl+Shift-O. So it's to extract the object, you know, just the way you did with NVDA. Insert F7. With JAWS, to extract the element or the object is by using Ctrl+Shift-O. Ctrl+Shift-O.
Emmanuel A2.
So I'll press it now.
Please wait. Collecting objects. Select an object dialog. List 1.
Can you hear the sound of JAWS?
Yes, yes, we can hear it.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. So the same thing. I only have one object, so I will hit the Enter key to select it.
Enter. Chart : amount.
Chart column amount.
Amount. Bar of pi. Pi with user dash defined values extracted and combined into a stacked bar.
Okay.
Blank. Amount. Bar of pi. Pi with user dash defined values extracted and combined into a stacked bar.
Okay, so now since we've selected the particular chart we need, to read the chart, press Control Insert, that is Control Caps Lock, C.
Group
Control.
chart title button check selected to move through escape leaving menus amount bar of pi pi with user dash defined values.
So Control plus Caps Lock C or Control plus Insert C. So when you press that, just scroll down. The chart element, the chart part will have been displayed for you.
Blank description bar of pi pi with user dash defined values extracted and combined into the chart contains one series. Blank series 1 legend amount at 5 points. Point 1 category equals Emmanuel.
Point 1 category equals Emmanuel. That means the first category, the first part of the pi is Emmanuel.
Value equals 500.
Value equals 500. That means the number. The money he got is 500.
Point 2 category equals Esther.
The same thing. Wow.
Value point 2 category equals Esther.
Esther.
Value equals 650.
650. That's what she got.
Point 3 category equals Michael.
Michael.
Value equals 400.
400.
Point 4 category equals Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
Value equals 740.
740.
Point 5 category equals. Value equals blank. This sheet contains only the chart. This sheet contains group chart escape leave escape.
No, let me.
Blank.
What I will do now is to delete the chart.
Amount bar of pi pi with escape is 500 blanks.
Let me delete the chart and create a new one and see whether the problem is from the charts. Because actually, I want people to get that percentage. It's a critical part of chart reading with screen reader.
Blank C1.
So I will delete it and create a new one.
Please wait. Collecting enter chart amount bar of pi with user blank C1 escape.
So I've
amount B1.
I've deleted it. Let me confirm.
500 B2. Please wait. Collecting objects. Worksheet contains no objects.
Okay, good. Worksheet contains no objects.
Escape amount name.
So let me select again. Let me confirm first.
Emmanuel, Esther, Michael, Elizabeth, blank, 8 blank, beast 704 6 5 names.
Okay.
Elizabeth, blank, 740, B5. F5, go to reference edit A1. A1, B5. B5, enter, select A1, names, B5, 740, select, insert tab, page layout, insert tab, 3 of 11, leaving menu, share upper ribbon, insert, recommended pivot tables button, table button, 3 of, menu, illustrations group, illustrations sub, charts, recommend, menu, charts group, insert column or bar chart, insert line or area chart sub, insert pie or donut chart sub, enter, 2-D pi, enter, ribbon, amount, pi, displays the contribution of each value to a total.
Okay. So let me press Control Insert C. Okay.
Blank amount pi displays. Blank description legend amount slice 1 cat value equals 500 contributes 22%.
I can't imagine. So so now this is it.
Value equals slice 1 legend amount has 4 slices.
So you can hear legend amount has 4 slices. That means there are four parts of this the pie. The circle is divided into 4.
Slice 1 category equals Emmanuel.
Slice 1 category equals Emmanuel. That means the first part of the slide is Emmanuel.
Value equals 500.
The value is 500, which is the money. The money, his own share is 500.
Contributes 22%.
So that means that he contributed. So the portion of the slide of the pie is 22%. So that means that we have 4 parts of the pie. The first part is 22%. So you that as a blind person that you cannot see the visual, the size, you cannot see the color, the part of this circle that is shaded, let's say green, you cannot see the size, but the screen reader can tell you the percentage of the parts in relation to the whole. So that is 22%.
Slice 2 category equals Esther.
Esther.
Value equals 650.
650.
Contributes 28%.
28%. So you can see Esther's portion is slightly bigger than that of Emmanuel. So let's go on.
Slice 3 category equals Michael. Value equals 400.
400.
Contributes 17%.
17%. So you can see that Michael got lesser than both Esther and Emmanuel. Except, please. So
slice 4 category equals Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
Value equals 740.
740.
Contributes 32%.
32%.
Blank. This sheet contains only the chart.
This sheet contains only the chart. So now you can see.
Blank contributes 32%.
Now, visually looking at it, as a sighted person who met looking at this the circle, we understand that, Elizabeth part has the biggest shade. It has the biggest parts. Visually, you understand that it means that Elizabeth got the highest. So, as a blind person, this is the easiest way. This is the best way to actually understand the charts and visualize it in your own head. So looking at, you will note that 17% is for that is the smallest share goes to Michael, followed by Emmanuel, which is 22%, followed by Esther, which is 28%, and then the highest, is Elizabeth. So that is it. Probably okay. Before I do that, I wanted to say let me use NVDA.
Value equals 740.
So when you get this one now, you can do Control A to select all the text in this layout and copy it. So maybe you need the information. If you need the information, you can copy this text, this analysis, and copy it. Do Control A to select all the text.
True. Leaving menus tab. Chart escape.
Yes.
Sir, I don't know how you did it with JAWS. I am requesting that you pardon the steps because I'm trying here with my JAWS, but he's refusing to bring for me the information that it brought to you.
You are what?
I don't know how you did it. Yes?
What do you say? You are doing it with JAWS?
Yeah, I'm doing it with JAWS. Before you switch to any VDA, let's first repeat the process with the JAWS together, and it's because here I'm trying, but I don't know where I went wrong.
Okay, you press Control first. You bring up the element. You extract the object by using Control Shift O. So when it brings up the objects, you look for the chart that you are looking for, which usually, since it's only one chart you've created, you will see it. It will tell you F1 column, whatever. Hit the Enter key to select it. When you hit the Enter key, press Control Insert C to bring up the chart layout. to extract the text, the chart description, Control plus caps lock key plus C. That is the chart layout. So when you do that, scroll down, you will see what I'm seeing. You will get the same information here. If the sample file I'm using is the one you are using, ensure that you what is the word? You use Alt FIE to unprotect the file in case. So try it. If it doesn't work, let me know.
Escape. Selected range A1. Escape amount B1.
So now moving on, how do you know? I told you earlier that when you navigate with your screen reader, when you get to where the chart is positioned, your screen reader will not tell you that there's chart available here. Nothing. To just tell you blank, blank, blank. But chart is there. How do you know? How will you know where your chart is located? Usually, every time and anytime you create a chart, it is inserted or created to the right of your data. So my data is by the left here, which is A1 to B5. Where the chart will be created is somewhere to the right of your data. How do you know where the chart starts from, or the portion of your spreadsheet where the chart occupies the beginning and the end? You will know because your screen reader will tell you the cell range, the range where the chart is, where it is or where it occupies. So for you to know, using JAWS, bring up your element list, bring up your objects with Control Shift O, and then listen to the data range. So I will press Control Shift O.
500 blank C2.
Control Shift O.
Please wait. Collecting objects. Chart 2 graphic. Select an object dialog. List 1 list view. Chart colon amount F3-M18 colon 1 of 1. To move to items, use the arrow keys.
Did you get that? Chart amount F3 column M18. That means that the size, your chart, the chart you created is between F3 to M18. F3 to M18. So that tells you where, so that tomorrow, the next time, you don't go and put data in it or something. So that is one way to know where the chart is. F3 column M18. So let me escape and go back to F3 to M18 and see whether I will see any chart there.
Escape blank 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 E2 blank blank G2 blank F2 blank F3 blank F4 blank G4.
You see, I'm inside the chart, but the screen reader is not announcing anything.
Blank G5 blank G6.
But a sighted person looking at it will know that there is a chart here. So, so that I don't mistakenly impute data in this chart, in these cells. So that's why it's necessary to know where your chart is located. So that means F3. So let me go to M18.
Blank blank G8 blank G16 blank G17 blank G18 blank blank I8 blank M18.
You see, so F3 to M18. So this is where our charts stop. So
blank A18 Elizabeth A.
So now, how do you copy what you cannot see? And where you don't even know where it starts from. Now you know where it starts from. But in terms of copy, if you want to copy text, you go to move your cursor to the beginning of that text and select it to the end of that text. But when it comes to charts, it's a different ball game. So how do you copy, cut, or delete a chart? When I said let me delete that previous chart because it was not giving me what I wanted, so I had to go and delete it. So how do you delete a chart? How do you copy a chart? How do you move a chart? So that's what we'll be looking at now. So to copy a chart using JAWS. Now let me just do everything with JAWS so that for those that are using NVDA, I can also go back to NVDA. So how do you select a chart first? You select it, everything that you want to do when it comes to chart reading, chart copy. Right? What do you say?
I say you are still coming about to even ask that all this explanation all this explanation you'll be giving is also applicable to NVDA.
No, when it comes to charts, they are NVIDIA and JAWS, they don't see eye to eye, so they have their own processes. So let me deal with JAWS first before I move on to
No
NVIDIA.
problem.
Yes.
No problem.
So to select the chart, bring up the object, extract the object with your Control Shift O. Control Shift O, I'll press it now.
Please wait. Collecting objects. Chart 2 graphic. Select an object dialog. List 1 list view. Chart amount F3-M18 1 of 1.
So
to
now,
move to items, use the arrow keys.
1 of 1. That means I only have one chart. So if you like, you can have many charts on your spreadsheet. It will list it here. Just go down to the one you want. So since I only have one, I will hit the enter key to select it. Enter key will select the chart.
Enter chart amount I displays the contribution of each value to a total.
So it has selected, so you can do whatever you want now. You can cut, you can copy, you can, delete. So let me cut first. Let me cut it. Control X.
Cut selection to clipboard. Elizabeth A5.
Cut selection to clipboard. So
700 blank C5.
I cut it and it took me back to the spreadsheet. So because I cut it, there's no chart on the screen again. Cut is like I'm moving it from here. So I can create a new sheet. So let me create a new sheet with F11, Shift F11.
Shift F11, sheet 1, blank A1,
So
empty sheet.
Empty sheet. So
blank A1.
This A1, nothing is there.
Blank A2, blank A3, blank B2, blank A1.
So let me position the chart in A1. So I want it to start from A1. So I will paste it. Let me do Ctrl V.
Paste it from clipboard. Amount I displays the contribution of each value to a total.
You see? So
escape blank A1.
So my A1 is blank.
Blank A1.
But visually it should be there.
Blank A1.
So now let's now check. Let me extract the object with Control Shift O.
Please wait. Collecting objects. Chart 1 graphic. Select an object dialog. List 1 list view. Chart amount A1-H15 1 of 1. To move to items, use the arrow keys.
You see, A1, because my cursor was on A1. So that means that the chart started from A1 and ended in what is it again? I've forgotten. Let me see.
Chart amount A1-H15.
H15, yes. Which is kind of, the size is also equal to that of the previous sheet where we copied it from. That one was F3 M18. So this one is also the same number of rows, so 15 rows. So now it's the same thing. If you copy it, let me go back to my previous sheet, you see that nothing is there again. I cut it. That means I moved it away from that former sheet into this new sheet.
Escape.
So let me go back to that sheet.
Sheet 2, end of sheet blank C5, 7 Elizabeth A5.
So let me see. Control Shift O to extract it and see whether there will be an object here.
Please wait. Collecting objects. Worksheet contains no objects.
Did you get that? Worksheet content, because I cut it away. So if you can also delete, you can copy anything you want to do. So this is with JAWS. Sir, what are you saying? Are you talking to me, or please mute yourself if you are not speaking?
Escape. Blank A6. Michael.
I cannot hear you. I can hear, I can see that you are speaking, but I can't make sense of what you are saying. Your voice is low. So let me switch to NVDA if there is no question regarding JAWS. Okay, I can hear you. Hello. Okay, no problems. So let me switch to NVDA.
Unloading JAWS. Quit JAWS dial. Enter. Sharing control bar vertical.
Okay. NVDA, where are you? Okay. Okay.
Sharing control bar Microsoft Teams. WhatsApp Row 2. Foundational course on mic. Documents. Module 6 SAM. Modules. Sharing control. Module 6 sample file.xlsx-excel. Sheet 2 table. E11.
Yes. Okay, a second. Okay, so let me go back to the sheet that contains the chart. You know, I've moved it away from here.
Sheet 1 table. A1. A1.
So this is the sheet that contains the chart. So now, you to bring up the to extract the charts, you use caps lock plus F7. Caps lock plus F7.
Elements list dialog. Tree view. Level 0 amount A1-H15 1 of 1.
So you can see that NVDA2 detected the same size, the same position, A1 column H15. That's where the I place the charts. So to select the charts, hit the enter key.
Add element available. Styles available. Data layout available. Chart title : amount, type : pie chart.
So when you hit the enter key to select it, it takes you straight into the chart. So let's see whether NVDA will tell us the percentage. You know, initially it was not saying it. So let's right arrow to read the different parts.
Amount series 1 of category Emmanuel : value 500.0 fraction 21.83% slice 1 of 4.
Good.
Add element available. Styles available.
Good.
Data layout available.
So now if you can, okay, let me scroll, let me right arrow again. I want somebody to tell me the difference.
Category Esther : value 650.0 fraction 28.38% slice 2 of 4. Category Michael : value 400.0 fraction 17.47% slice 3 of 4. Category Elizabeth : value 740.0 fraction 32.31% slice 4 of 4. Add element available. Styles available. Data layout available.
Can somebody tell me the difference between NVDA, what NVDA is reading out and what JAWS is reading out? Can anybody try?
So I think if you press the right arrow, the NVDA read completely. While JAWS, I think you have to touch it again before it reads the next, maybe the money or the percentage.
Okay, that is not actually what I'm looking for. That is not what I'm looking for. That's correct too.
Can I
Well,
try?
okay, try.
What NVDA reads is it tells you it is slice 1 of 4, slice 2 of 4, in addition to the percentage and the values.
Okay, that's correct. But what I'm looking at is the way the percentage style that NVDA reads out and the one JAWS reads out. NVDA gave you a whole number, it round it up or down. Do you understand? So NVDA told us Emmanuel 22%, but this one said Emmanuel 21.8%. Just told us 22%. So he rounded it up. 21.8. He rounded it up to 22%. But NVDA is giving you the actual percentage in decimal, points. 21.8. No rounding up, no rounding down. So
category Emmanuel : value 500.0 fraction 21.83% slice 1 of 4. Add element category Esther : value 650.0 fraction 28.38% slice 2 of 4.
So
add element available. Styles available. Data layout available.
Now, and then with JAWS, it's actually easier to copy the text. So now it's a bit difficult for me. If I want to get, each category and their percentage and their whatever, I have to go through a more like a more difficult process to get this text in Microsoft Word. But with JAWS, I told you earlier, when you put it in chart layout, just do Control A to select all the text, and then do Control C to copy and go and paste it in your Microsoft Word. So remember that to access the different categories with NVDA, you press right arrow. But with just read it as if you are reading your normal document with your down arrow. Then you can also spread it with your left and right arrow, character by character. So that is it. Now, once I'm inside this chart, if you want to copy or cut or delete, just do whatever you want to do with it. Control C to copy, Control X to cut, delete to delete. So it's with those of us that are NVDA users. So that is it. And the same thing, if you want to know the position of your chart, once you press caps lock F7 or insert F7, it tells you the title of the chart and then the location or the position of the chart in your spreadsheet. So I guess, okay.
A 1. A 2.
So now, there are times that you have your data, but you don't know the particular chart that you need or that will be appropriate for your data. So you also have Excel has this, intelligence to recommend a suitable chart for your data. So that is Excel recommended charts. So sometimes it can give you one, sometimes it can give you two. Your own is now to choose, okay, do I want this? Do I want that? So to use Excel recommended charts, should I delete this one? Okay, let me delete this one first. Let me
You just
delete
delete
this
the
one.
charts. Then
What do you say?
you say just delete the charts.
Yeah, I want to delete it. Yes, thank you.
I thought you
Elements
want to
list
delete the
dialog.
data.
Add element available. Chart
Okay.
title : amount. Amount series 1 of 1. Chart element a 2, B2, a 2, a 2. Elements list dialog. Tree view.
Okay, I've deleted it.
A 1.
Okay, so now let me go back to where the data is.
Sheet 2 table. E10, D10, C10, A10. Elizabeth. Names A1.
So let me select it again.
Go to dialog. Go to : reference : edit Alt plus R selected B5. A. Selection 1. A 1, : B.
I'm sorry. Hello? Hello?
5.
Yes.
I wanted to ask you that I don't know why you are not using an eloquent or focalizer TTS. I think this voice is somehow odd for me.
But this is fine too. This is fine. It's because you are used to just
I am
sound.
just, even if I want to use a what's it called, NVDA, I do make use of that eloquent or ETI or vocalizer TTS or
It's a matter of
Microsoft
preference.
voice.
It's a matter of preference. So I've selected the data now.
Module 6 sample file.xlsx-excel. Sheet 2 table. A1 names through B5 740, selected row 1 through 5 column 1. Quick analysis available.
So now I'll go to the Excel recommended charts. So I will press the Alt key.
Ribbon tabs tab control expanded. Home tab selected Alt. Insert tab selected Alt. And 3 of 11.
Then I right arrow to insert. So while on insert, I'll just tab until I hear recommended charts.
Comments, share collapse, insert grouping, table, recommended pivot table button, illustrations group, charts grouping 3 of 10. Recommended charts button. Want us to recommend a good chart to showcase your data? Select data in your worksheet and click this button to get a customized set of charts that we think will fit best with your data. Alt, N, R1 of 12.
Then I will hit the enter key on recommended charts.
Insert chart dialog. Clustered column. A clustered column chart is used.
You see, the first one that I recommended is a clustered chart, clustered column. Then
all charts tab, recommended charts tab selected 1 of 2.
Then tab once, tab.
Clustered column. A clustered column.
Clustered column, then down arrow.
A pie chart is used to
pie chart.
Clustered bar. A clustered bar chart is used.
Clustered bar chart.
Funnel. A funnel chart
funnel charts.
Clustered column. A clustered column.
So that is about 4 different charts that Excel thinks will fit your data. So let's see.
Funnel. A funnel. Clustered bar. A clustered bar chart is used to compare values across a few categories. Use it when the chart shows duration or when the category text is long.
We can't use this one.
A pie chart is used to clustered column. A clustered column chart is used to compare values across a few categories. Use it when the order of funnel. A funnel chart represents stages in a process showing progressively decreasing proportions.
So actually, well, yes, Excel will recommend chart for you, but the onus is still on you to determine whether that chart, the fact that Excel recommends it does not make it fit, does not make it a good fit for your chart data. Some of these chart that is recommending, they can't actually properly, they are not fit for this particular data. Yes, they are not fit for this part. So it's still down to you to, to think to decide whether this chart is actually good for you. So the one that is actually most appropriate is still pie charts. So, but let's try a clustered column. Let's see.
Funnel. A funnel. Clustered column. A clustered column. Okay, but module 6 sample file.xlsx-excel. Sheet 2 table. Chart title : amount, type : clustered column chart. Add element available. Styles available. Data layout available.
So I've created it. I've hit the enter key. So let me right arrow to see.
Amount series 1 of 1. Category Emmanuel : value 500.0 column 1 of 4. Add element available. Styles of category Esther : value 650.0 column 2 of 4.
So that's all. It will only give you the numbers. So the pie is very, very good because it gives you the number. It also gives you the percentage of the whole. So I think we are done with charts, except we have questions.
A1 names through.
We are done with charts.
Names A1.
So let's move on to the second topic, which has to do with Excel quick analysis. Not many people, not even many blind sighted users actually know the importance of this Excel quick analysis. So let alone blind people. So now it's here.
Yes. I just have a quick one. This is Eric from Kenya. So we've selected using control Shift O. We've selected. We have the data now. Are we able
Control
to
Shift O? Control
for the
Shift
chart,
O is not to select. Control Shift O does not select. It only extracts the different charts that you have in your worksheet.
Okay, wonderful. Now, suppose I wanted to maybe enhance my my chart. So maybe label it. I heard of something. What do we call legend there? Suppose I wanted to enhance that. Is this part of the thing that we can learn here, or that will be advanced?
No, that will be later.
Okay,
That
thank
would
you.
be not later. That would be in probably intermediate. This
Okay.
basic, just creating and reading. But if you want to, when you are inside your charts, when you are inside you've created it, then you can go back to your ribbon, navigate to your chart design, then you will see the layout. Then you can rename the title. The title, the default title is the amount. Then you can
Yes.
rename it. You see chart title. You will see the different label, whether the different what is it called, axes, the slices. You want to
Yes.
rename it, and yes, so you can do that on your own. You can actually experiment it. Go inside the design tools and design what is it called? Design tab.
Okay.
Yes.
How do I get there? Alt?
You yes, press the Alt key and right arrow to see.
Emmanuel A2. Elements list dialog. Add element available. Ribbon tabs tab control expanded. Home tab, insert tab, page layout, formulas, data tabs, review tabs, view tab select, automate tabs, developer tab select, help tab select, chart tools grouping,
Okay.
chart design tab selected Alt, Y, JC 12 of 13.
Did you get that? Chart design. Then when you're on chart design, then you can be tabbing to see the different options.
Comments toggle, share collapse, chart design grouping, chart layouts grouping 1 of 5.
You see?
Add chart element collapsed Alt, JC, quick layout collapse change the overall layout of the chart. Chart styles grouping 2 of 5. Change colors collapsed customize color and style off. Quick styles button collapse. Data grouping 3 of 5. Switch row / column sheet.
That is it. You can do many things. You can even decide the colors, when you create chart, Excel recommends put colors, different colors to represent the different parts. You can see decide whether you want that color you want to change. You can, do many things. So just experiment with that tab, design tab.
Thank you very much.
Yes, the same thing with JAWS. Once you are inside the chart, you've selected the chart, then press your Alt key, then right arrow to design tab. Then, so play with it.
A quick one also. A quick one. Is it the same when we are reading charts in Excel? Are they the same commands we use in reading charts in other formats like docs or what? What documents?
Okay, what documents? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I'm more familiar with Excel because Excel is my, when you want to create, so I create it. It's actually what you can experiment with. Once I create it my own, I'll just go and I'll create it in Excel. Then I paste it in Microsoft Word. Do you understand? Yes.
Yes.
All right. So let's move on. Let's mute ourselves because I'm getting
Someone
myself.
can
I'm
mute
hearing
me.
myself.
I'm trying to find the button. I'm not getting it.
Press. Are you using phone or system?
JAWS.
Press Control Shift M. Control Shift M.
Control Shift M. Thank you.
Yes. Okay, so let's move on. So I was telling you the importance of Excel quick analysis, and just the word, the name applies. Quick analysis. When you are working and the tools we are using are right beside you, you only just to stretch your hand, take this one, you don't need to stand up, you don't need to climb anything, it's just right with you there. So the quick analysis feature is there to make some of the basic analysis tools that you need readily available at your at your fingertip. So if you want a chart, you don't need to go inside the ribbon and be looking for, be tabbing. You don't need to, if you want to sum your data, You don't need to be typing formula. Okay, where is my equals? Where is this? Where? So that's what quick analysis is there for to do, to make features readily available for you to use. And because we are actually blind, many of us don't actually know that the feedback we get, when we are selecting our data, are actually telling you that yes, I'm available. Yes, I'm available. Yes, I'm available.
Esther A3.
So
names A1.
Now, there are different ways that you can access the quick analysis tool, Excel quick analysis. You can use control, the control key. You can use the shortcut key, control Q, or you go through the longest method, which is the context menu. It's not actually long, but it's the longest of them, or of the three methods. So now the first method, how do you activate the quick analysis? It's automatic. Hello? So how do you activate it? It's actually, to make it available, it's automatic. It makes itself available. It's more like uninvited guests. It will always pop up at your events. So the moment you select your data, the moment you select any data range, the quick analysis tool becomes available. It means that I'm now here. Remember, in case you need me. That's what it means. So
names A1.
So let me select something. I'll just press shift right arrow once.
A1 names through B1, amount selected row 1 column 1. Quick analysis available.
Do you get that? Quick analysis available, that in case you need me, here I am. So that is it. That is now to launch it. The fact that it tells you that I'm available does not mean that you can start using it. You still need to decide that, okay, yes, I need you. When I say I'm available, you can now say that, okay, I need you. So to tell the quick analysis that, please, I need you, just press your control key. That means it will take you straight into the analysis tool. I will press my control key.
Analysis lens window. Tab control. Formatting tab selected 1 of 5. Toolbar. Analysis lens window. Pane. Tab control. Formatting tab selected 1 of 5.
So we have 5 different tabs, 5 different analysis options that we can make use of. The first one is the formatting tab. That means you can format your data right from this quick analysis tool. You can format your data, then right arrow to see the other options.
Charts tab selected 2 of 5.
Charts. You can create charts.
Totals tab selected 3 of 5.
You can perform totals. This is where you do calculations without typing any formula. For those of us that I'm too lazy I don't even know, this is where you can come. This is your refuge. The right arrow again.
Tables tab selected 4 of 5.
You can create table. You can create tables.
Spark lines tab selected 5 of 5.
Spark line. This is another visual effect. So now, let me escape back to the worksheet and use the other method.
Module 6 sample file.xlsx-excel. Sheet 2 table. A1 names through B1, amount selected row 1 column 1.
So now, if I don't want to press control key, okay, now the data is selected, but I didn't get that feedback that quick analysis are available. So I can just press control Q to go in to activate the quick analysis tab tool. So control Q.
Toolbar. Analysis lens window. Right? Pane. Tab control.
Yes.
Formatting.
Yes, after highlighting. That is if you don't get that quick analysis tool available. If you don't get that feedback, if you get the feedback, you can just press the control key. You launch it, activate straight away. I'm just showing you the different method to go into the quick analysis option. So the first option is to select your data and press control key. You are right there inside. Or select your data, press control Q. So I know that many of us will have experienced this mess, that when you select your data and maybe you want to press control C, you just press control first, and then you find yourself in a place that you do not expect. So don't don't be annoyed, don't be angry, don't get confused. It's more or less like you've unknowingly activated the quick analysis tool. So if you don't want it, you can just escape to go out of that analysis tool.
Names A1.
So now, what should you do? What should you do? What should you do? So let's quickly see how we can create a chart through the quick analysis tool. How we can create a chart. So
Names
now
A1. Amount B1.
Another thing you should also know that you can only use the quick analysis tool when you select your data. If you don't select cells that contain data, it will not work. Oh. So now let me see.
C D1.
This is D1. So let me select D1 to D5 or any length.
D1 through D4, selected row 1 through 4, column 4.
You see? I didn't get that feedback. So quick analysis only works when you select data range. You know, data range is different from cell range. Cell range is what I've just done. Empty cells. Range of empty cells. But data range is range of data. So
names A1.
So now I want to create a chart. I want to create a chart with a true quick analysis. So let me select.
Names A1.
Let me select.
A1 names through B. A1 names through B3. A1 names through B5 740. Selected row 1 through 5, column.
Control.
Analysis lens window. Tab control. Charts tab selected 2 of 5.
Then I right arrow. So once you are inside the analysis tool, to move from one tab to another tab, one option to another option, you press your right and left arrow. So right arrow.
Totals tab selected, yes. 3 of 5.
So I'm looking for charts.
Charts tab selected 2 of 5.
So now when you are on charts, to expand, to bring up the options that are available inside the charts, press your tab key once.
Use this chart type to bullet compare values across a few categories. Use it when bullet the order of categories is not important. Not selected clustered column.
Now, you see that. So I brought up the options under charts and it told me use this option to when whatever. And then the last thing it said is the name of the chart. So now it has listed different charts. What you will hear first is the function of the chart. Then if you listen to the end, it will tell you the name of the chart. So then now that I've expanded the options, I can now use the right arrow to go through the list of different charts that I can create with my data that I've selected.
Use this chart type to bullet show proportions of a whole. Use it when bullet numbers equal 100%. Bullet the chart contains only a few pi slices left paren. Many slices make the angles hard to estimate right paren. Not selected pi.
You hear that, not selected pi. So that is pie charts. So it actually recommended two charts here. Let me see if there's other.
Use this chart type to bullet compare values across a few categories. Use it when bullet the chart shows duration. Bullet the category text is long. Not selected clustered bar.
Clustered bar. So you can right arrow to see more charts.
More charts not selected recommended charts.
Okay. So now what should I click? Let me click on. Which one should I click on? So because I need pi, so I'll just hit the enter key or space bar on pi.
Use this chart type to space. Module 6 sample file.xlsx-excel. Sheet 2 table. Chart title amount, type clustered bar chart.
Okay.
Add element available. Amount series. Category Emmanuel value 500.0 item 1 of 4. Add element available.
You can see it's kind of taking longer now because I'm explaining. If I were to create it myself, it would be faster. Just control, then right arrow to charts and tab. So just understand the process that when you are inside the quick analysis tool, you are presented with 5 tabs. First one is format, second one is charts, third one is totals, fourth one is tables, fifth one is spark line. So to see the options to expand each of these tabs, press the tab key once. Then a list of different options that are available will pop up. Right arrow to see the different options. So that is how to create chart with through the quick analysis. So now the one that many people will actually like is this totals tab.
Names A1.
So imagine I want to get the the total, the sum of this amount.
Amount B1, 500 B2, 600, 400, 700 B6.
So if I want to add all these numbers together, it's actually easy because they are just four cells. I'm talking about you need larger data. So just select your data range.
400, 6, 500, amount B1, 500 B2 500 through B5 740, selected row 2 through 5 column 2. So quick analysis available.
Then go inside your quick analysis tool.
Analysis lens window, tab control, charts tab selected 2 of 5.
Then look for totals.
Totals tab selected 3 of 5.
Then to expand the options inside the totals, tab once.
Sum not selected, sum down columns.
Did you hear that? Sum. Now, when you hear this, the total you want to perform, there are 10 options. There are 10 options. The first 5 is the first 5 has to do with putting your answers down, while the second 5 have to do with putting your answers towards the right. That is on a column. The first option is putting your answer on a row. I remember the last time we talked about what was that? Row total. Some people were asking me then, what if you want your answers to be on the right in a column, not on a row? Here is your solution. So now the first 5, I said it has to do with putting your answers on a row down. That is some
average, sum not selected, sum down columns.
Did you hear that? Sum down column. If I hit the enter key on this sum down column, it's going to put the answer, the total in B6, which is the bottom of the column. Now let me write arrow again to see the other options.
Average not selected, average down columns.
This one will calculate the average of your numbers and put the answer in B6, which is down the column.
Count not selected, count down columns.
Count is going to count your values and put the answer down.
Percent total not selected, percent of total down columns.
If you want to get the percentage of total, put it down.
Running total not selected, running total down columns.
Running total.
Sum not selected, sum across rows.
Sum across rows. Now, this sum across rows is when, let's say you have in B column and C column, you have values, and you want to add each the numbers on each row, so this is what it's for. So sum across rows.
Average not selected, average across rows.
Average across rows.
Count not selected, count across rows.
So let's just solve the first one, which is down column first. We'll come back to this one.
Running percent count not select average sum not selected, sum down columns.
So sum down column, are we the enter key?
Module 6 sample file.xlsx-excel sheet 2 table B2 500 through B5 740 selected row 2 through 5 column 2.
So now let me scroll down and see whether my numbers have been summed up.
650 B3, 400 B4, 740 B5.
This is the end of our data, but let me scroll down.
2290 has formula B6.
Did you see that? 2290 has formula. It has put the formula and calculated everything for us. So you don't need to input the formula yourself. So let's open the cell with our F2 to see whether the formula is correct.
Edit equals sum left paren, B2 colon B5 right paren.
Did you see? Equals sum B2 colon B5. So it has put the formula automatically. So,
but only one, please.
Sheet 2 table.
Mute yourself if you are not speaking. I can hear you.
It's not your time.
What do you say? Are you talking to me?
I don't think he's talking to
Please
you.
mute yourself, please. Control Shift M to mute if you are using computer. So you can see what I mean by sum down column. You see that it calculated it and put the answer down. That is down the column. So let's look for average. Let's calculate the average.
700. Amount B1. Amount B1. 500 B2.
So I'll select B2 to B5. I'll select B2 to B5.
B2. B2 500 through B4 4. B2 500 through B5 740. Selected row 2 through 5 column 2. Quick analysis available.
So I'll go into the quick analysis with my control key and select average.
Analysis, charts tab, totals tab, select, sum not selected, average not selected, average down columns.
Hit the enter key.
Microsoft Excel dialog, there's already data here. Do you want to replace it? OK button.
Did you see that what happened? So, you know, the last answer that we got, 2019, was in B6. So now I selected B2 to B5 and I'm asking it to put the average of my numbers in B6. So it's now reminding me that there is already data here. Do I want to replace it? OK button, that if I want to. If not, I have to go and delete it. So let me space bar on OK.
Space, module 6, C, 500 B2.
Okay, so let me go down and see the answer.
740 B5, 572.5 has formula B6.
So this is our average. So let me open the cell to see the formula that you used.
Edit equals average left paren, B2 colon B5 right paren.
Equals average left paren, B2 colon B5. Do you see that?
Sheet 2 table, 500.
So
B7, 572.5 has formula B6.
So now, what I want to do now, I want to try that across rows, so that it will put our answers on a new column, you know, in front. I want to calculate, so that means I'll have to create, let me write random numbers. Let me create a new column.
Amount B1. C1.
So let me say this one is quantity.
U. A. N. T. I. T. Y.
Oh, sorry.
T. Y. Quanta C1. D. Quanta C1.
Okay.
Edit U. A. N. T. I. T. Y.
Quantity.
Quantity C1.
Give me a second, please. Okay, so let me quickly fill the data.
C2.
So let me just put random numbers.
Edit for sheet 2 table. C3. Edit sheet 2 table. Edit 4 sheet 2 table. C5. Edit 3.
Okay, so now
quantity C1.
So we have amount and quantity.
Amount B1, 500 B2.
500 in B2.
4 C2.
4 quantity in C2.
650 B3.
650 as amount.
7 C3.
7. So what I'm saying here is that we have data from B2 to C5 that we are going to calculate. So
quantity C, amount B1, 500 B2.
So we'll select from
507.
Okay.
7 B6.
Okay.
740 B5. 43 C5.
So we'll select from B2 to C5.
50 amount 500 B2.
Okay.
B2 500 through C2. B2 500 through C5 43. Selected row 2 through 5 column 2. Quick analysis available.
So let me go inside the quick analysis.
Analysis, charts tabs, totals tab selected 3 of 5.
Under the total, let me expand with my tab key once.
Some not selected, some down columns.
So now I can do I can write arrow to sum across rows.
Average not selected, average down columns. Count not select, percent total not, running total not selected, some not selected, some across rows.
So hit the enter key.
Module 6 sample file.xlsx-excel. Sheet 2 table. B2 500 through C543, selected row 2 through 5 column 2.
Okay, let me write arrow.
4C2.
4, okay, so let me go to the D column.
504 has formula D2.
So you can see, so that it has added
500 B2.
504.
4C2. 504 has formula D2.
504, it has added it. So let's go down.
657 has formula D3.
Do you see?
454 has formula D4. 783 has formula D5.
So it has put our answers, it has added the numbers on each row and put the answers in the next column, to the right. So for those of us that were asking if I want my answers to be on a column, this is your answer. So this is your solution. Any question? If you also want to get the average, yeah. So that is just it. Any question regarding using the quick analysis tool? If you don't want to write formulas when it comes to summing up your numbers, getting average, you want to create charts, you want to format, you want to, so this is it. So that's about the quick analysis. It's what is it? Let me see.
400 and D44 analysis lens totals tables tab selected 4 of 5.
The same thing with tables. When converting your data to table that we did the last time, so the same thing. Select your data, come here, come here, press tab to expand it and hit the enter key on table. So you have your Excel table. So that is about it. Yes?
I said this one is even more easier than the first one we had a couple of weeks back. Thanks so much.
Okay.
Is that because
I just took some water, sorry.
Yeah,
So,
I know you deserve it. Sorry.
I've been talking since morning. So
Sparklines tab selected.
Okay. So I'm showing you this so that in your own spare time you can explore with other options, the formatting, the other options that you have here. So now, please get the navigation skills, how to navigate quick analysis. Don't mix it up. Know when to use the tab key, know when to use the right and left arrow. In quick analysis, you will hardly need to use your up and down. So don't be confused when you're using up and down, you're not getting any feedback. So please take note. Now, let's move on to our last topic.
783 has formula D5.
And the last topic has to do with... Is anybody talking? So the last topic has to do with printing. How do you print your work? How do you print your work? And in the material, it stated that one important thing, one of the reasons why some of the reasons why we need to, print our work. If you want to submit your work for marking, for anything, you need to print. If you want to share your work with somebody and you don't want somebody to tamper with the formatting, you've done the creativity, you've created it, you've designed it, you've formatted it well, and you don't want somebody to tamper with the formatting, print it. If you don't want somebody to change your figures, you put $10,000 or 10,000 naira, I don't want somebody to add maybe one figure or remove or subtract, edit it, print it. So that's why it's important. It's important, very, very important. So now, it's actually easy to print. Just select your data if you want to. And if you don't want, just press Ctrl P. The shortcut for printing is Control P.
400, 600 and
So once you press Control P, you go into the print dialog. So I'll press Control P.
print grouping, print button Alt, F, P, P1 of 3.
Now it's okay. It's better to always explore the different options, the different things that you can do with printing. So to move from one option to another option, one category to another category, use the tab key. So I'll be pressing the tab key. As I'm moving, I'm moving with the tab key.
Copies spin button 2 of 3. Copies edit Alt, F, P, and selected 1.
So now copy is how many copies do you want? How many copies? One copy. By default, it's one copy. That's where you hear 1. If you want 2, you can just type 2. Or if you want 3 copies, you can just type 3.
3. 3 unselected.
So I typed it. Then tab again to next dialog.
3. Printer grouping 1 of 13. Which printer combo box Microsoft Print to PDF collapsed ready Alt, F, P, I2 of 13.
So it's asking which printer do you want to use? The printer I want to use is Microsoft Print to PDF. So it means I'm putting it in PDF format first before you want to send it to a physical printer, a machine to print. So if you want to put your work in a PDF and you want to send it to somebody, you choose Microsoft Print to PDF. So it will put it in PDF format, portable document format. So but it's already there. But if your own is not there, you can just down arrow.
Microsoft Print to PDF ready 1 of 1 note left paren, desktop right paren, not selected ready 2 of 2. Add printer. 1 of 2.
So if your own printer is not here, you can click here. So let me go back to Microsoft Print to PDF with my up arrow.
1 note left paren, desktop Microsoft Print to PDF ready 1 of 2.
So hit the enter key to select it.
Module 6 sample file.xlsx-excel. Print grouping. Printer grouping 1 of 13. Which printer combo box Microsoft Print to PDF collapsed ready Alt, F, P, I2 of 13.
So I'll tab again to move to the next dialog.
Printer properties link Alt, F, P, R3 of 13.
Tab again.
Settings grouping 4 of 13. Print what combo box print active sheets collapsed only print the active sheets Alt, F, P, A5 of 13.
So this one is asking you print what? What do you want to print? Do you want to print the active sheet? Do you want to print the selected portion of your data? So imagine at the beginning, before I press Ctrl P, I have selected, maybe I have a lot of data, but I only want to print a particular portion and share it with somebody. Maybe I just want A1 to F10. Do you understand? So if that is the only part I want to print out, I don't want to print the entire worksheet. So print worksheet is saying that print the entire worksheet. That means print the entire data. Now, to see the other option, you can scroll down to see there are 3 options here. The first one is print the active worksheets.
Print active sheets only print the active sheets 1 of 3.
1 of 3. Then down arrow again.
Print entire workbook not selected print the entire workbook 2 of 3.
Print the entire workbook. That is the whole workbook. Then down arrow again.
Print selection not selected only print the current selection 3 of 3.
Print selection. So that means if you had selected initially, but me I didn't select, so I'll just choose the active sheet.
Print active sheets module 6 sample file.xlsx-excel. Print grouping. Settings grouping 4 of 13. Print what combo box print active sheets collapsed only print the active sheets Alt, F, P, A5 of 13.
So I will tab again to see the other options.
Pages spin button 6 of 13. Pages edit Alt, F, P, blank.
How many pages do you want your printing to be? Do you want to put it in 1 page? 2 pages, you type it.
To spin button 7 of 13. To edit Alt, F, P, J, collation combo box collated collapsed 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, orientation combo box portrait orientation collapsed Alt, F, P, 09 of 13.
So you also want to decide what orientation do you want to print. Do you want to print in portrait orientation? You want to print it in landscape orientation. The default orientation is portrait. So it's the way you normally hold your A4 paper, up to down like that. So now, one thing you should know when it comes to printing, especially Excel, is that when you are printing in portrait orientation, what that means is that in portrait orientation, your printing will only cover fewer columns, more or less like 8 columns. 8 columns and I think about 40 something rows, like 47 rows. It will print out the 8 columns and 47 rows. If you have more than that, suppose you have 10 columns, it might not be able to capture, because the size of your A4 paper might not be able to capture the entire columns. And so what do you want to do if you have more columns than your rows, is to change to your landscape orientation. So what landscape does is to accommodate more columns. It's more like vertical. It accommodates more columns, but fewer rows. It's more like switch it, turn it around. So more columns, fewer rows. But portrait orientation accommodates fewer columns, but more rows. So you can scroll down to choose whether the default is portrait. But if you don't want portrait, you can scroll down to landscape.
Landscape orientation not selected 2 of 2.
Then you can hit the enter key on your choice, whether it's landscape or whatever.
Portrait, module 6 sample file.xlsx-excel. Print grouping, settings grouping 4 of 13. Orientation combo box portrait orientation collapsed Alt, F, P, 09 of 13.
So let me tab again.
Page size combo box letter collapsed 21.5.
Yes.
So what if you have so many columns and so many rows? What do you do in that aspect when it comes to printing?
Then you decide the number of pages. We tab past pages. How many pages? Do you understand?
Yeah, I saw that, but I saw the number of pages, but I don't understand. How do you?
Yes. How do you?
Would it be better to make it vertical so that it will accommodate maybe all the columns, and you have the remaining rows that cannot be contained in one page would move to the next page? Or I don't understand.
Well, the decision is up to yours. What's the shape of your data and what part of it do you want to print? Now, this worksheet is just one worksheet, but if you are printing it, it's can be in different spread over different pages in terms of A4 paper. So now how large is your data will determine, do you want portrait orientation or landscape orientation? Which one will cover more?
Another question: why would you have to choose how many pages you want? I mean, shouldn't it be that it's whatever? How do I put it now? The pages should be decided by the system depending on how large your data is. Why are you the one choosing how many pages to be printed?
I'm sure you've given your work to most especially your assignment to this time. They want to ask you how many pages, how many, where do you want to stop? Where do you want the printing to stop? Second page, third page.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And then when we move on, you also see the other option. There is this fit to page. There's another option. Okay, let me just tab.
Margins combo box, scale to fit combo box, no scaling, collapsed print sheets at their actual size. Alt, F, P, S 12 of 13.
This scale to fit. So if you don't want your data to be to spread to other pages, if you just want it to, you are asking Excel to scale it. It's more like make it fit my current page. You want to collapse, you want to shrink it. So let's say your data spreads over 3 pages and you feel that, oh, you don't want it to be in different page. And you just want Excel to help you shrink it in a way that the whole, let's say 3 pages will be on one page. Then you can come to this shrink. Let's hear it again.
Margin, scale to fit combo box, no scaling, collapsed print sheets at their actual size. Alt, F, P, S12 of 13.
So this one is saying that no, don't shrink my data. Print it at their actual size. That means that if they spill to 3 pages, if they spill to this, leave it like that. That is no scaling. Now scroll down to see the other options.
No scaling, print, fit sheet on one page not selected, shrink the printout so that it fits on one page, 2 of 4.
Did you hear that? Shrink it on one page so that all my data would be on just one page. I don't want them to spill over to second page or third page or whatever. So down arrow to see the other option and hit the enter key on your choice.
Fit all columns on one page not selected, shrink the printout so that it is one page wide, 3 of 4.
Fill all the columns on one page, like that portrait that I said 8 columns. So if you have 15 columns, you can just say, I don't want to use landscape, and I also want all my columns to appear. So you can click on shrink all columns to be on one page.
Fit all rows on one page not selected, shrink the printout so that it is one page high, 4 of 4.
So those are the options are yours. So hit the enter key on your choice.
Fit no scaling, print module 6 sample file, page setup link, Alt, F, print preview grouping, print preview, Alt,
so
F,
you can tap.
P.
So when you are done, you can now tap to print button.
Current page, edit, Alt, F,
P.
Next page button, Alt, show margins toggle, zoom to page toggle button, file list, print grouping, print button, Alt, F, P, P1 of 3.
Okay, so that's all. Then you hit the enter key. Once you hit the enter key on print button, then it saves. Let me hit the enter key.
Save print output as dialog. File name : combo box collapsed. Edit Alt plus N blank.
So it's asking you for a file name. It's asking you for a file name. So let me call it training file.
T-R-N-G train-I-E.
File, then hit the enter key to save it.
Save print output as dialog. File name : combo box collapsed. Edit Alt plus N blank.
Okay.
Save as type : combo box PDF document. Okay. Save print output as dialog. File name : Save but cancel button.
Okay.
Save button Alt plus S.
So I have saved it.
Cancel button. Save button Alt plus S.
Okay.
Cancel, save, address : documents toolbar, all locations split button. Search documents. Address : up band toolbar, address : documents toolbar, all locations split button. Desktop 1 of 1, recycle bin 15 of 15, control pad, network 13 of, library, this P, Atches Stech Innovation 10 of 15.
Okay, this one is asking for location, so you can just decide.
Save print output as dialog, address : search box edit blank, address : Atches Stech Innovation toolbar.
Yes.
Up band tool, navigate, back to doc, save print output as dialog. File name : save print output as dialog, navigation buttons toolbar, back to documents, recent look, up band, address, search box, items view, tree view, level 1, explorer pane, command module, tree view, items view list, dot cache not select, file name : combo box collapse, items view list, app data. Downloads. OBO file, downloads, app data, documents, items view list. Header list, name, file name, save as type : combo box PDF document left paren, star.pdf right paren, save print output as dialog file name : save as type : save as type, save button Alt plus S. Mod 450.
So it's been saved.
$657.
So you can go to your document folder and you have the PDF. You can now share with whoever you want to share it with. And what else? I think that's just all. If anybody has any question. Is there any question, whether from today's class or from the previous class?
Well done.
Yes, sir.
Well
Thank
done,
you, sir.
sincerely. Yeah. Please, I want
Yes,
to
please,
ask this question. No, it doesn't.
okay.
Hey, ask. Don't
Go ahead.
worry. Don't worry. Come on. Don't worry. Ask.
Ladies first.
All right, thank you. So I was logged out when you were trying to place the what's called sum across whatever that's one. So I don't know if you can please go over it again so I understand it.
I remember I think you were one of the people that were asking when we did total row total, and you were
Yes.
asking what if you want your answers to be by the right, not below.
Yes.
So that is it. So, and I said that inside the quick analysis tool, there are 10 options, 10 categories of options. The first 5 we put your answers below, that is just like row total, we put it below. While the second 5 options will put your answers by the right or put it to the right. So that is if you have your data, let's say you are adding B2 and C2, B3 and C3, like that. So if you're adding it, then your answers will be in D column. That is D2, D3, D4, D5, So that's what it will do. So let me...
6, Esther 8, name, amount B1.
So I have B2, B column and C column that I want to add together.
500 B2.
So let me select the data range, B2 to C5.
B2 500 through C543, selected row 2 through 5 column 2. Quick analysis available.
Then let me go inside the quick analysis with my control key.
Analysis lens with charts tab selected 2 of 5.
Then right arrow to totals tab, totals.
Totals tab selected 3 of 5.
Then press tab key once to expand the options.
Sum not selected, sum down columns.
You see, sum down columns.
Average not selected, average down columns.
Average down columns.
Count not selected, count down columns.
Count down columns.
Percent total not selected, percent of total down columns.
Percent of totals down columns.
Running total not selected, running total down columns.
Running totals down columns.
Sum not selected, sum across rows.
So this is the second 5 now. We've looked at the first 5. So now, sum across rows. Sum across rows means B2 plus C2, then the answer would be in D2. B3 plus C3, then the answer would be in D3. You can see that it's across rows. Across rows 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. So if you hit the enter key.
Microsoft Excel dialog, there's already data here. Do you want to replace it? OK button.
Okay, that was because the last answers that we calculated or that we got were C on that same column. So it's asking if you want to replace it. So I will just say yes.
Space. Module 6 sample 657 C3.
So let's go to D column.
657 has formula D3.
So you can see
454 has formula D4.
D4.
783 has formula D5.
So that is the calculation to the right of your data.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, Next question. Next question, Mr. Jam, you wanted to ask a question before.
Sorry. I tried to. Let me just put it this way: is there do we have spelling check on Excel as we have in Microsoft Word? Because I did something. Don't laugh at my this thing, because I tried to do the same thing that we have in Microsoft Word in Excel in pressing F7. So I have text and then figures on it. I even tried to just like I added one of these punctuation marks in my number, and I also make error in my text as well. I thought maybe like it's going to even identify those things and then try to suggest the appropriate thing, but it doesn't work. Is it that we have another spelling check different from the one that we have in Microsoft Word, or what?
You know, the peculiarity about Excel is that Excel locks up your cell, your data. It locks it. So let me see.
454 C4, Michael A4.
So let me say F7.
Microsoft Excel dialog. Do you want to continue checking at the beginning of the sheet? Yes button Alt plus Y. No button Alt, yes button, no, yes button Alt plus, Microsoft Excel dialog spell check complete. You're good to go. OK button.
It says spell check complete. So you are good to go. So
Module
let me see.
6.
Let me misspell something.
400. Elizabeth, a 1, a 1 0, a 6, a 7.
So let me say, what can I misspell myself?
Edit C. O, M. U, T, E, R. Sheet, commuter A7.
Let me see.
Spelling colon, English left paren, United States right paren, dialogue suggestions colon, spelling colon, English left paren, United States right paren, dialogue suggestions colon, dictionary language colon, combo box English left paren, United States right paren, Alt plus T. Dictionary language colon, English
I'm coming.
Microsoft Excel dialog spell check complete. You're good to go. OK button. Module 6, commuter A7.
Yeah, I'm coming. Wait. Where's my F6?
Pane.
Yes, I've tried
Status bar,
that,
status
but
bar.
still it's,
Cell mode ready
it
in
doesn't
ready mode.
connect it.
Macro recording not accessibility.
Doesn't.
Normal toggle. Page layout. Page break preview. Zoom out button. Zoom in. Zoom 1. Cell mode. Macro recording not record.
What do you say?
So I've been trying that I think since last week, but it's not connecting it. Even if you say you are good to go, so and you realize it's still the wrong spelling.
It's not even taking.
You know that what I said, that Excel, when you insert your data and you navigate away, it locks it. Do you understand? The focus, it's more like the text are covered, you know. Do you understand?
Yes.
So you need to open. Yes.
Is not seeing it. I say it means the spell checker is not seeing the
It's
error.
not seeing it. Yes. So, and that's why for you to even access it, you need to open up the cell with your F2. So that's when it displays it in the proper. So let's see whether when it's inside, you know, all these things.
Formats.
Yeah, so let's see whether when we're inside whether it will detect it. I'm coming.
Accessibility checker. Accessibility. Sheet 2. A8. A8.
Okay.
Edit E. D. U. C. T. O. N. Sheet. Eduction A8.
So let me.
Edit eduction. Eduction. Blank. Eduction.
Okay, let's see. F7.
Spelling colon, English left paren, United States right paren, dialogue suggestions colon, spelling colon, English left paren, United States right paren, dialogue suggestions colon, dictionary language colon, combo box English left paren, ignore once button Alt plus, ignore all button Alt plus, add to dictionary, ignore once button, dictionary language colon, combo box English, suggestions colon, list Alt plus N, education.
Okay.
Not in dictionary : edit alt plus blank. Spelling : English left paren, United States right paren, dialogue suggestions : suggestions : list alt plus n. Education.
Education, let me the enter key.
Microsoft Excel dialog spell check complete. You're good to go. OK button. Module blank N O I T C U D E E D E C.
So it's corrected. It's in editing mode. Just use your tab key. Yes. Press F7.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes. So wait, let me
Sheet 2 B8.
Let me try another
B9.
I'm coming.
Edit E N T A T I N T. Entertainment B9.
Okay, F7.
Spelling : English left paren. Ignore once button. Ignore all. Add to dictionary. Change button alt plus C. Change all but. Autocorrect button alt plus R. Options. Button alt plus. Cancel button. Not in dictionary : edit alt plus blank. Spelling : English left paren, United States right paren, dialogue suggestions : suggestions : list alt plus n. Entertainment.
It actually worked. And so it's more like the problem there is the feedback. It's not as accessible as when you are editing it not in a proper document environment. So it actually works. So when you press F7 and it gives you this feedback, yes, it's instead of it to read it, tell you the mistake, what you have to do is just tab around until you get to suggestion. Yes. It's just that the feedback is not as great as when you are doing it in a Microsoft Word.
In a Microsoft Word, yes.
Yes.
Yes, nothing. Thank you.
You know, me too, I've never paid attention to it because normally, the Excel is not for typing sentences. It's just for,
Since I was just
entering
like, I was
data.
just practicing
Yes.
one of these practice this thing. And
Yes,
the other place where I
yes.
was, it was a bit noisy. So I was not really,
Yes.
100% attention on it. So I just have the advice command. When I'm done, I'll just do spelling check. So it was then when I got to, I tried to just telling me English, American English. Is that what? So,
Yeah,
but now,
so it's there, just tab. The thing is that even in PowerPoint, the best place to edit, to do correction is actually in Microsoft Word. Type whatever you want to type in Microsoft Word, edit it, and then go and paste it in PowerPoint or any other place. So it's because of the excellent features and the accessibility of it. So, any other question?
Module 6 sample.
and please, sorry, can I add this question?
17
Last class that we had, although I was not present, and then I was able to get the video you sent, the YouTube. But when you were creating another sheet, is it like as we have in Microsoft Word, like Microsoft Document 2, Document 3, Document 4, is it the same thing in Excel 2, sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4, sheet 5, sheet 6? That is one. Then secondly, is in trying to delete all those sheets. I try to, as I listen to on that YouTube video, is to press Alt HDX. Yes, but it's not deleting. They are not deleting.
Are you sure?
It will appear that they've been deleted. But if you now try to press what's it called? Shift F11, the next number where you stopped, it's another sheet of the next number that you stopped that will come up.
Okay, let's try it.
B10.
So I have two sheets here.
Sheet 1 table. Sheet 2 table. B10. Entertainment B9. Sheet 1 a 1, a 2, B2, a 2.
So let me delete sheet 1.
Sheet 1 table. A 2. Ribbon tabs H, D, deletes. Sheet 2 table. Entertainment B8.
So
B8.
No more sheet 1. So let me create another sheet.
Sheet
3 table. A 1.
Yeah.
A 1. A 1.
Now, you have sheet 2. You have sheet 2. Creating a new sheet, it's incremental. It's you have sheet 2, then the next one is more like you're creating new one, becomes sheet 3. The sheet 2 does not automatically adjust to sheet 1.
Okay.
So then back to your first question. Now, if you create a blank Microsoft document, it's a file. If you create a blank Excel file, a blank Excel document, it's also a file. Now, Excel file is a workbook. When you are inside the Microsoft Word document, it comes with more like a blank page, one page. But when you are typing, once you exhaust that one page, automatically create a new page for you. Do you understand? That's where you see page 2, page 3. But when in Microsoft Excel, it's not like that. When you finish your first sheet, your own is to create a new sheet by yourself. So it's more like look at new sheet as pages in Microsoft Word.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So if you create sheet 2, it's more like you are in page 2 of Microsoft Word. If you create sheet 3, it's more like you are in page 3 of Microsoft Word. So it's different from it's different from document 2. Document 2 is a different file on its own. If you do Control N in Microsoft Excel, that means you are looking at workbook 2.
Control N.
Yes, Control N will create a new workbook, a new file for you entirely. Yes. So sheets in Microsoft Excel are like pages in Microsoft Word. Yes.
You have to create it yourself.
Yes, sir.
Madam, what do you say?
No, I said that you have to create it yourself. He's saying it's like pages in Word, and I say you have to create it yourself.
I was trying that I was confusing it this
Okay.
before, but now.
All right. I think we've come to the end of today's class.
Thank you so much.
We meet next
Thank
week,
you so much.
Thursday. So
by God's grace.
This is it. We've come to the end of the course, but officially the course is not over until the end of the month. So we have 2 more live classes that we'll still attend. But in terms of modules, this is the end of the modules. So what happens in the next sessions is, okay, if you have questions, probably you want to go over your modules or you still have questions bothering you. So next Thursday, we'll come back here to address it. And then I can also be coming with extra, clues or let me say bonuses. There was one that I actually wanted to.
YouTube.
Yeah, there was one I wanted to drop today, but because of time, we are overshot our time. So I will come with bonuses, other things that we can do. Like that person that asked, how can you do a title, other things that we can actually manipulate in our spreadsheet. So that's what we use the remaining 2 live sessions that we have left to do. So
maybe that
take
day
your.
you will have this chat. I don't really understand. Maybe that day you throw more light on it.
I know it's visual, so it's there are chances that many people will not understand it at first attempts, but with more practices, I'm sure you will get it. So no problem. So ensure to take your quiz, and the certificate at the end of the month means that you've completed the 6 modules and you passed all the 6 quiz, quiz for the modules. And as it was stated, anybody that has not taken any of the quiz, the modules, it's at the end of today. By tomorrow, they are out of the course. So it means they are not interested in the course. But we are glad that the responses are great and people are actually passing it. That means the quiz are very cheap. Simple questions. So thank you very much.
No, you are doing justice.
Sorry, quick one. Can I go on?
Go on.
Sorry. So I just remembered one question that was asked one of the quizzes. I can't remember what quiz that was. Perhaps would fall. So I said the range of a data is A2 to maybe J10 or something. Which one is the body of the quiz of the what's it called? The body of the data range. You know,
Okay, somebody is being
heading
corrected. Somebody raised
column.
I've seen it. It's
No, that
B3.
was the one I raised was on the
No, I know. I said somebody
control sheet.
else. This question you're asking, somebody actually messaged me in my DM. It's been this thing, B3.
Because I think someone B3, right? Because
Yes.
I think someone else took the quiz today and it's marked B3 wrong, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. It's been looked at. It's the system, the technical glitch.
All right.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Next week.
So till next week, Thursday. Stay blessed.
Hey, excuse me, could I also ask one more question kindly? This is Nyange Mwasia from Kenya. There was this question regarding the use of star TA when you're looking for, when you're trying to look for something, maybe say you want to jump to a certain thing very fast, and you use star TA to look for those words that have that word, that have that part of letters. So now, according to the quiz that you had put, it showed that it would only display the words that start with only that TA. But when we try out, you realize that it shows all the words, including those that have TA in the middle and TA at the end. I don't know, maybe whether you could kindly consider looking at that too.
I'm trying to. Are you saying that when you do star TA, what it does is that it gives you words that ends with TA?
Yes, but what I'm
Yes.
saying is it populates all the words that have TA, whether it is in the beginning or at the end, or even at the middle. Maybe
Okay,
you
don't
could
worry.
try some.
Yes, against next week, I will look at it. Then yes.
Yes.
I will look at it now. Thank you very much, sir. It's noted.
All right. Otherwise, I'm really grateful. I would want to really appreciate your way of teaching. By the way, me too teach assistive technology, and I really love the way you approach it. It is easy for someone to follow and understand what you're doing.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Good one.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ibrahim.
Lekon. Well, Ibrahim is fine.
Okay, sorry, Mr. Lekon. It's fine. So thank you so much. Really appreciate
All
it.
right. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
All right.
Bye.
Take care of yourself. Yes. Bye.
Sharing control bar micro. Sharing.